welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you. I thought we'd do a make using some of the gorgeous new stamps by our lovely Julia from GMC Designs. So she has just been on her Chanda and she has just brought out some more quirky birds, which I'm so glad that she did because they're absolutely gorgeous. So here they all are. We have Flo, Royston, Harold and lovely lashes Edna. So I mean they're just absolutely gorgeous stamps, so fun to colour in. We've also got Dotty Daisy, polka dot florals, and we also have electric fields and micro chirps, which I thought were absolutely gorgeous. So I want to use the electric fields because I want to use this as my background stamp. I thought it'd be fun to do something with that. Oh, we also have it painted pretty papers as well. I think it's those ones that are on. Right, I'm just going to go in my drawer. So one thing I very rarely do, which I just think is such a shame, is I very rarely get my embossing powders out. So that's what we're going to do today, because I'd like to do some embossing on this before we do some lace. Now I've got some white. What other colours? Let's have a look. I've got a glittery one. So this one's enchanted gold. We could try it. Let's have a look. I think I want to go with some reds as well. And there's my usual gold that I use. So let's just shut that drawer because we don't need that now. So yeah, I was just thinking that, you know, I very rarely get my embossing powders out, which is such a shame because it is something that I love to use. Now I have, this is, let me see what the measurement of this is. So it's just a piece of so it's 11.5 by 7 3/4, so not quite a full A4 sheet, but it's just sort of, a piece of cardstock that I had in my stash. So I'm going to use this. But I'm thinking I'm going to cut it down. So let me grab my trimmer. So I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to cut it down for a card front. So let's go with a 4. Right, if I do a 5, I'm thinking a 5.5 inch. Yeah. So I'm going to go 4.5. With that by, now it's 6.5, I think. Let me just move this out. So 4.5 by 6.5. I think that will be the perfect front, and we're going to use a 5 by 7 card for this. Okay, so there's that. Okay. So my idea is, first of all, I'd like to build this background up. So I'm really wanting to use this stem because this is just absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I thought it'd be quite fun. There goes Lady. Do you know what I think I'm going to have to do? Go and shut the blind in the front room. So I will be back in 1 second. So sorry about that. Right. Okay, so I've got a stamping platform out. And what I'm going to do is we're just going to put some of my embossing pad on here. I'm just going to sort of stamp it on. I'm going to stamp it all over because this is going to be the background. So yeah, I like that. Into our birds. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. I'm very tempted to actually use the frame one, so our lovely lashes Edna, so this one. So I'm very tempted to use the frame of that. Right, just do one more, and then I think the colour I'm going to go for with this, oh, should we try this one out? No, do you know what, I think I'm going to go with the white. No, I'm not. I'm going to go with the red. Right, I need to actually make up my mind, don't I? Right, let me just grab my little tray out, if I can. Okay, so there's that. And then, yeah, let's just go with the red. So I'm just going to go with whichever one opens first. These I actually got from my local charity shop when it was open. And it was only £1.50, which I thought was a fab buy. So, yeah. So, oh, it looks like more of a pinky colour. But, yeah, let's see what colour it works out at. So, just putting that all over. Ooh, that is nice. I think embossing is something that, you know, a lot of us forget about. You know, and it's such a wonderful medium to use as well. It's just, yeah, and I just love how it looks once you've heat set it. So let's put this back in here so we don't lose any, because, yeah, it is gorgeous. Just going to grab a paintbrush. So I use a paintbrush to get the bits off. You can see where it's all got like static. It's sort of, you know, when you have iron filings and you put them up against the magnet, it's sort of doing that. It looks really, really cool. Okay, so but yeah, just making sure that I put it all back. I found that if I leave this, I end up making such a mess and using so much product, and this is product we've paid for, so we don't want to waste. Right, I just grab my heat tool. Okay, so I'm just going to heat it up from the back, and then let's see what colour it turns. There we go, it's starting to go. And that just looks absolutely gorgeous. I don't really like doing from the front, because I think if you do from the front it can blow off your embossing powder. So I always like to try, if I can, and go in from the back. So it is slowly going. So I'm going to do the rest of this off camera, and then I'll come back. So I've just finished that. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous colour. I love that. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the stamp, because I'm thinking that I would like, what have I done with the stamp set? There it is. I'm thinking I want those bees. I want some bees on, but I'm going to do it with a different embossing powder. Like I said, this is just our background, so and do excuse the state of my embossing ink pad. Honestly, it gets so much abuse, it's ridiculous. So I'm just going around adding in the bees to this, just because, yeah, I just think it's something that will be really, really nice, and just a little added extra. I'm not really putting much in the middle, because we don't really need anything in the middle. And then what I'm going to do, put that in there, and then so this is like a craft coloured cardstock. I think it's just a little bit lighter, but you could just use a craft coloured cardstock for this. I really am just using what is in my stash. Oh, I think that's going to look lovely. So I'm going to heat emboss this, put this away, and then we'll come back again. Okay, so that is done as well, and how gorgeous does that look? It's all nice and sparkly and glittery. So that's all I'm going to do with that. I am going to come in with my vintage photo. Is that my brown? Yeah. And I'm just going to go around the edge just to darken this up. Just because, yeah, why not? Just to, yeah, I just think a little bit of grunge will be quite nice. So just going all the way around. Now I am using my glass mat to help me with my blending for this. So and it's great because you get to use most of your product as well, so you're not wasting it, whereas if you had paper underneath, the paper would end up soaking it. You can actually buy mats though that do this, that do help with your blending, so and they're inexpensive as well, but I just use what I have. Okay, Right, I'm loving that. I'm loving how that is looking. Okay, so that is our main piece of our card. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, because I think we need to grab one out, is I'm just going to grab out a card base. So that's going to go on there. And straight away, I love the brightness of that border. I was thinking of jazzing it up, but no, I think I'm going to leave it. Might do like a little bit of black lines or something on it, but yeah, I think we'll just leave it. So in here, I have lots of goodies that I already have stamped out. So my thoughts were maybe of popping something like that on. I'd need to put like something in the background. How about if we were to glue that onto there and then cut it out, and then we can use that and have, so build something up. That's what I'm thinking. Although I quite like our lovely Royston. I think he would work. So I'm thinking if we have him glued like that, oh, that would work, wouldn't it? Right, let's do that. So I'm just going to actually use my glue stick for this. Actually, no, I'm not. Oh, there we go. I couldn't get that off then. Right. So I'm just going to put some glue just on there. Thankfully, this does dry clear. And it's just to sort of hold them in place. And then what we'll do is I'm just going to put glue stick all over this. Actually, where's my glue book for this? I think that would be so much better, because then we can get glue everywhere without any issues. Oh, so just like that. So yep, like I say, I'm not worried at all if any of the glue gets on this, because it is purple. It really is just it does dry clear, but I just feel like this would be the best option. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm loving that. Then I'm going to grab my scissors, and then we're going to cut this out. So because, and do you know what, if there's any of the frame that's sticking up, I'm going to cut underneath it so that we definitely get a really good yeah, so I'm sort of missing it out if I can get away with it, because I just don't want to take any extra off that frame. Okay, so all the way around, because there is bits that are just haven't stuck down fully, so yeah, I just think why not. Right, so there's this bit. Okay, loving, I have to admit, loving, absolutely loving how it looks. Now I have to be careful because I am sort of going over. I love, do you know what I love? I love that brightness of colour, but yeah, we've got that sort of really plain background, but I just think that brightness of colour really does help and pop. So we're going to use that now. Let me just grab this, because there's a few places that haven't quite stuck, and that's just because of where the bird was. So I'm just going to pop some glue in those areas, and just in there, so like that. Okay, and then let's raise this up, because I think it'll look nice if we do raise it. So I'm going to grab some cardboard like so. I'll just cut this out. Okay, yep, that will fit on perfectly there. So making sure I put plenty of glue on. Okay, and then this is just going to turn and sit just there. So we've got we can see the three stamped images and our bees. I think that's lovely. So again, I'm just going to put lots of glue on, because we want this to adhere quite nicely. So in the center, like so. So just like that. Let me just pop that cardboard away, and that can go in my scrap box to use another time. Oh, I'm loving this. And really quick and easy. So I highly recommend that when you get your stamps home, if you've bought these stamps, when you get them home, stamp a load out and have a colouring in day. Oh, I'm dropping everything now. Just dropped my big fluffy brush. Have a colouring in day, stamp loads, colour loads, and look, I mean, you're going to end up with a basket full of stuff like I have. I love having a good colouring in session. Sundays are normally when I colour in. Oh, I do like that. I think that looks quite nice. Yeah, so have a good sort of colouring in session and see what you can sort of come up with. And then cut them all out and you're ready just to sit and make a quick and easy cards, which I just think is fab. Okay, so I'm not sure where these all sort of come from, but I'm liking, I know this is off microchirp. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Don't think I want anything else on it, to tell you the truth. Actually, let's pop that under there. Oh, I like these. I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to do. Although we do have a microchirp there that I'm wondering whether to fussy cut just a little bit more and have her sort of, instead of, we have her there, a little rose, little flower. Oh, I quite like that. Oh, isn't that so cute? Oh, I love that. Right, let's see if we can. So when I fussy cut my stuff, I always leave a border on. And then if, like, I'm deciding on this one, I'm not really wanting a border, then I just go around and cut it again. But yeah, I have the option then. And it also ensures that they are more solid as well than they're not going to break than if you were to cut them out properly. So I hope that makes sense. Well, yeah, I am hoping it makes sense. But I love this sort of style of crafting. I love when I can just sit, colour lots of bits and pieces in, and then just spend hours in the craft room creating to my heart's content. Because I mean, you've done the legwork, so you sort of getting the relaxation from your cutting, your colouring in and your fussy cutting, and then you're getting the fun from creating and seeing what it is that you can create. So I'm just going to go, nearly done. I've just got the legs to do. I'm trying to decide what to do with the legs actually. That is the question, isn't it? I'll definitely go down the sides. I don't know if I'm going to go up the middle though, that's the thing. And I'm just thinking the feet as well. So you'll have, these are really thin, but I mean you can always just stamp directly onto your card as well, and do colouring in that way. So just going all the way around. Yeah, I think we'll leave the legs because the legs are quite thin, so I think to cut them out I'm going to end up breaking one. I think if I wasn't filming this, I probably would try and do it. Oh yeah, see, that just makes a huge difference. Oh, do you know, I don't like that white. Let's take the white out. So yeah, I just don't like it. So just be careful. So when you are doing this, you just need to take your time, go slowly. Honestly, I can't stress enough how going slow and taking your time and practice, how much it can improve your fussy cutting skills, and you'll probably find that you love it even more. Yeah, I hope anyway. Oh, do I want this? I love this. Right, let's have a fussy cut this out. because, yeah, I don't know whether or not it's going to go, but let's try it. Oh my, this is terrible. My fussy cutting is really, really bad on this one. Oh well, can't have it perfect on all the time, she says. Oh dear. Right, okay. So just going to go all the way down there. Now, please do excuse the fact that I have no nail varnish on. My nails are having a rest from having gel polish on because they just need it. They just don't, you know, when they feel really dry and brittle. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't have the best nails anyway. My nails are terrible. They always have been. Oh, I like that. Do you know what I like? I like the fact that I've just gone with all yellows. I love that. Do you know what? I think I'm going to do that, you know. Right, yeah. I was going to add this on, but nah. I don't think I want to. Yeah, I don't want to. Right. Nope, I'm going to stick with the yellows. I don't know why, I just really like how those yellow pieces look, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to put some of my Nuvo glue on and pop that down. Do the same with our birdie, like so. So let's stick you down. So this is our lovely little microchirp, and then yeah, let's put our little rose down. So the stamp sets I've used to create this is Electric Fields, which is our background stamp. So it's the bumblebee and this like I don't know what you would call it, like swirly thing. We do actually have a stencil in that. I could use a stencil as well, couldn't I? Anyway, we've also used Microchirp. We've used Lovely Lashes Edna, and we have used Harold, and then we've used the flower from Float. So not intending to, I have managed to use 5 different stamp sets on this one card, and this is what I love about Julia's stamps and stuff. She makes it so easy for everything just to coordinate because of her style, because of the way that she draws her images. We can quite easily create something that just fits together really, really well, and you know, I mean, that's just lovely, isn't it? Right, let's glue this down. So just use my Nuvo glue and glue this in. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that on like so. Okay. Oh, I love that. Right, now just with a black pen, so I'm going with a 0.8 one, so quite a thick one. I am just going to do a border on here because I really do think it makes a difference. So just like this, and I'm not trying to be perfect. Please don't try to be perfect, because you know, you've just got to sort of, once you commit, just go for it. Honestly, it makes such a difference. And I'm just going to put some squiggles in a few places, so just there. Feel like we need something else, just can't decide what else I want. I don't know whether to put, do you know what, I'm going to put a black border in on this white bit as well. So yeah, do you know what, that's all we needed. I mean, how much has that brought it in? How cool is that? And then let's do some squiggles on here as well. There we go. Right, okay, so now that I've done that, I do want a sentiment. So I need some cardstock out. So we need some white. So let me find my white. Right, first of all, let's put my brown into my brown one. Not that there's much brown left in there, like, which is a good thing, because I have been using most of my scraps up, which I think is fab. However, I've developed lots of white, so Ooh, I've got images in here to colour. See? So that doesn't need to be in there. Right, there. That bit will do. Okay, so I'm going to use this, which is Believe in Yourself and You Will Be Unstoppable, because I think that works perfectly. And I'm going to grab my archival ink, and we're just going to ink this up. So just like this. So would have helped, I think, if I'd actually put it on my block straight, but I didn't. Okay, I'm putting my ink away as if I finished. Oh, see, you should never put your ink away, because that's what happened. I didn't put enough ink on, so let's try that again. I mean, I could use it, but no. Right, so it needs re-inking. So I must remember to get my re-inker out. No, much better. Right, okay. Oh, do you know what? While I'm here, shall we do? I'll do a couple. So, yeah. Just because. Make sure we've got a couple that are perfect. And then I've got a couple of stamps. So this is another thing that you can do. You could sit with all of the sentiments and you could just fill up a page of them, like I'm doing here. Actually, this would make a really good background, wouldn't it? Yeah, so we could sit and just stamp out all of our sentiments and then put them in a little box, and they're ready to use as and when. Right, I'm thinking this one's the nicest one. So let me get my trimmer out, like so, and oh, so just like that. So I just want that over there like so. And then I'm just going to cut this down. Okay. As if I'm cutting them all because I want this one. How bad's that? But, you know, when it's right, it's right. Okay. Yeah, see, that one to me just seems perfect. So, there we go. Right, and then the rest I'll put in a pot, as I will reuse them. So let's pop them over there. And then, oh, doesn't that look absolutely gorgeous? I'm thinking actually of having it just there on that bit. I think that looks quite nice. So I just need a little bit of dimension to put onto this. So again, let's grab the glue. I'm going to just stick that on there, just right on that end, and then it should, perfect, it shouldn't dip. So just before it goes on the card though, what I'd like to do is just go around the edge. I'm thinking actually of just using my vintage photo, just so that it's not like fully white and bright, because we don't really have the white on this card. So yeah, that's so much better. So let's glue that down just there, and I think we can safely say that's our card all finished. I do have some gems, so let's pop a couple of gems on. So 1, 2 and 3 there, and then let's do 2 at the bottom here. Why not? There we go. So there you have it. That is our card using the new release from our gorgeous Julia. I hope it's given you some ideas. Isn't that gorgeous? Do you know what? I love the fact that we have used our own, we have used the stamps to create our own background, and using embossing powder, something that I haven't used in a long time, but something that I love using, and it's such a shame. We should be using our stuff. We've bought it, so we should use it. So yeah, so there you have it. There's my card. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave links to Hochanda in the description box below. Do check all the other ladies out as well, because I'm sure they've got some fabulous, well, I know they've got some fabulous designs on the go. And also check out Julia's Facebook group as well, because honestly, some of the ladies, we've got ladies who do social media side. Wow, like honestly, wow, I am blown away with their imagination and everything that they do. So it is definitely worth giving them a check out as well. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. Please do stay safe and happy crafting. Bye.